I'm sorry for the messy room, but not that sorry because I'm not cleaning it up. And I am sorry for the scratchy voice, but not that sorry because I went to VidCon and it was a brilliant experience that I'll talk about on another occasion. Today, what I'm going to be talking to you about is boundaries on YouTube, setting them and respecting them. While at VidCon 2016, I was talking to a friend about honesty on YouTube, and I brought up that while I believe honesty is really important and being vulnerable is really important, so are boundaries. And then he said, yeah, you know what? I feel like people don't talk about the boundary part enough. And I thought, I'll make a video, because I like talking a lot, maybe too much. I have been on YouTube for about 7 years now, which is quite a while, and from the very beginning I started setting these specific boundaries or rules for myself. Now these aren't applicable to everyone, but these are ones that have worked personally for me and I like them. Boundary number 1, not gonna talk about my family, not gonna bring my family into it. I don't want to bring anyone into this world if they don't want to be in it. And so I used to show my family. I used to have them in there talking, saying what's up, and I've done that less and less because I want to respect them. And I remember in high school when I went and I was my big sister's little sister to everyone. I was so-and-so's little sister, and I felt like I didn't have an identity. So I don't want to do that to someone else, especially not my family. Number 2, I will not disclose romantic relationships to the internet. Doesn't mean I'm not going to go Facebook official, because that's private. When I say the internet, I mean YouTube. This whole lovely world. Just trying to get the frame. This is dumb. I have had both friends and just people I watch be public about who they're in a romantic relationship with the internet. And from observing these things, I've seen that it's not something I want to do. I get it. I get the pull. For a lot of people, it's, oh, I don't like being bugged, having people ask, are you with so-and-so? Are you with that person? Are you dating them? So they just give them an answer because they're sick of questions. But the problem with that is, once you answer that, they just have more questions. And these questions can get way too personal, and people start to feel entitled to information about your romantic life. But probably the worst part of this is when a breakup happens, people feel like they need to then disclose this to the internet. And people get mad, get concerned, take sides, and make it so much more complex than it already is. And I want you to imagine this for a moment, that you've just been through a breakup, which is already painful and difficult. But even if you block that person from social media, all these people are asking. In real life, like your friends would, but also on Twitter, on Tumblr, on YouTube. Everyone's just talking about it to you. That would suck, wouldn't it? Yeah, that would suck. And for some reason, people like to take sides, which gets weird and gross because you don't know what happened or what the circumstances were, or who these people really are. Number 3, I don't want to treat the internet like my personal therapist or close friend. So that means I don't want to talk about something that's purely upsetting and has to do with a personal relationship or circumstance in my life when I haven't really come to a conclusion. Unless it's comedic, I don't want to discuss something I'm struggling with and just have people be upset or not know what to do, or it's not healthy on either end. I only want to share things that I'm struggling with when I feel like I've learned something from them and it's something I can share, so it's a little more constructive for both me and the people that are watching my videos. Now, boundary number 4 is another important one. I don't want anyone who's watching me or sending me messages to treat me like their therapist or best friend. I used to get a ton of messages talking to me about really personal stories that people had. A lot of them were very sad and very heavy. And I'm a very empathetic person, so reading these things was very difficult for me, and I'd try and respond as best I could, and I'd respond with paragraphs and hotline numbers and all these things. But the more I responded, the more people would come to me for help. And I didn't sign up for it. I'm not a licensed therapist. I'm a person. And even though I would start to reiterate this, people weren't getting it. And I was so sad and it was so hard because I just wanted to help people. But it got to a point where I realized it wasn't mentally healthy for me. I explained this. And some people got upset because they still felt entitled to my response, which I stopped giving. That's not a fair thing to do, ladies and gents. If you need help and you are going through something difficult, go ask or go tell someone who you know can help you. Not someone on the internet that's a stranger. I understand the pull because you feel separated, but you still feel connected and they don't know anyone in your personal life. But if you really want help, you need to find someone that can actually help, like a medical professional, a close family member, a close friend, and take steps with someone you have a relationship with. Because I don't have all the answers. I didn't study this stuff. I'm trying to figure it all out just like you guys. And those are my boundaries. Some of them, it's good. It's good. I still value vulnerability and sharing important things. I love showing that someone is a multifaceted human being here on YouTube. I think that's really great. But I also understand when people need to be more sheltered or when people need to hold things back. And I also hold things back myself because it's important to take care of me. And also sometimes those things can negatively affect you out there. And that's no good as well. So that is it for now. That is my thoughts on boundaries. Let me know if I missed any that you think are also important, or maybe if you disagree on certain things. That'll be interesting. Yeah, anyways, hope you're all doing well. And I'll see you later. Bye, 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 bye. Went to VidCon, and that was great. No, this isn't about you. It's not. Thank you. So,